So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and back behind me is the Topahawken Creek. So it is time for another Union Canal video. In this video, because we're picking up right off where we left, because recently we did a couple of videos where we went back to the beginning, looking for lock 54 and making some corrections. But we're back on our journey aspect of it now, back where we left off when we did, was it locks 24 to 21? Just up that way was where we think lock 21 was. In this episode, we're looking for locks 20 to 17. And of course, back up that way somewhere was where we think lock 21 was. That was that section I did, kind of like the road walk. We ended up here at the bridge. Then when it goes over the Topahawken Creek, right there is a Sheridan Road. So this video was filmed a bit out of order. Of course, we're near the town of Stouchburg. I'll put a map up in a moment. We'll put a map up now showing you what the plan for this whole video is. Yes, as I was saying, this video was kind of filmed out of order. I was filming yesterday morning too. I filmed the latter 2/3 of this journey yesterday, and now I'm coming back to the beginning and filming the rest of it today. So that's kind of the way it worked out. But we'll chat about that as we make our way up the creek. So this section is going to be a creek walk. I'll get my waders on here in a moment. We'll start heading up. So in this section, we'll be maybe looking for anything related to lock 20. I don't want to be high hopes of finding anything about that. Lock 19 is still there, and as well as lock 18. Actually, today's Wednesday. I saw lock 18 on Monday already, but I'll talk about that when we get up there. And then lock 17, the lock itself isn't there, but I did find evidence of some of the stonework that was used elsewhere when I was filming yesterday morning. So kind of some cool stuff. Met a cool dude, Rick, from the Marion Rod and Gun Club too. But like I said, let's get in the creek and we'll chat about some of the stuff as we make our way up. Alright, so back into the creek we go. Beautiful day for a creek walk though. There's another tributary that comes in here. I believe this is Mill Creek over here. We can just stay to the right. Got a couple of ducks already this morning. So just back that way is the way we came. Just a refresher. Remember the canal, in this case the Union Canal, was on the north side of the Topahawken Creek, so it would have been just up, probably just over there. In fact, this little part here looked kind of canalish going up through there. So I don't have permission to be on these lands, so that's why we're in the creek here again. I did get one permission. That was from the Rod and Gun Club here in Stouchburg, the Marion Rod and Gun Club. So that worked out well, actually. Yeah, so today is Wednesday morning, but Monday morning I stopped in at the Rod and Gun Club and met up with Rick, who's kind of like the caretaker. So that's kind of cool. He showed me lock 18 right away there Monday morning. And then, I went there just to meet him, because they give me permission and stuff. But then on Tuesday morning, I showed back up to park there and to kind of do my road walk and, do what I do. But he wanted to walk a section with me, so we did. We walked the middle section from Scharf Road back to Richland Road, where the gun club is located. So we did that section together, and we found lock 19 in that section. So I didn't do a whole lot of filming in that section because I was kind of with him. And then after that, I kind of went off on my own then. He kind of stayed at the Rod and Gun Club, and I went off to the end. I was going to come back and do that section that day, but I was kind of whooped, so I'm doing it this morning. So I just stumbled upon this. Might be an old dam. You see where it went across the creek here, and there's remnants of it over there. Unless it was like an old road too that came across here, I don't know. It just came around the corner here, and there's definitely got some concrete here too. So the dam, you see the dam goes all the way around here and up into here, and there's a nice little pool of water in here. So definitely a dam. Got a duck going up through there. It's a wood duck. So those dam ruins could have been for a sawmill, I know when I was walking with Rick yesterday, there's the ruins of a sawmill up ahead, but he said there were some other ruins down here too for a sawmill. I was looking in the creek for some things there. But yeah, so maybe that's what that was. Oh, there's a kingfisher right there. Just caught a fish. Cool. I'll try and zoom in on it in a moment here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and toss in a little clip of something I filmed earlier this morning. Was walking to this location. I have to park up there and walk here and go do the creek walk. But there's a church up there. I got a message from a viewer that said the one church up here, when it was rebuilt, they used some of the stones from the canal locks to build the church. We've talked about that in the past, how a lot of times when the canal was abandoned, those stones, those beautiful dressed stones, were robbed out or used elsewhere for the buildings. So I stopped by that church this morning, and we'll take a look at it next. So this is Zion's St. John's Reed's Lutheran Church. This was mentioned to me by a viewer, saying that some of them, when this was rebuilt in 1895, that they used some of the stonework from the locks to rebuild the church. And you know, it has that look when there's some lighter colored stone and then some of the darker, like pinkish sandstone. So I'm not sure. They definitely have that look. He said he thought there was a plaque here somewhere mentioning it, but I don't really see some ones with dates. Yeah, this church was started in 1727, rebuilt in 1895. I think it was rebuilt several times. There's a plaque here, but I can't read what that says. I think it's in German. So I don't think that's the one. I see a date there, 1837 it looks like. Yeah, there's a plaque up there too. Zion's Lutheran Church, founded 1727, rebuilt 1744, rebuilt 1837, and rebuilt in 1895. Yeah, if you have any other information about this church and whether or not some of the canal stones were used when they rebuilt this church, you can go ahead and let me know in the comments. I was looking last night on the internet, I couldn't really find much about it. So, but the stones definitely have that look. And here's one more look at it from this side. Once again, there's very distinctive color differences. A little darker and then a little more lighter sandstone. All right. And just one more look. Kind of a cool old church though. So like I said in that clip, you can let me know what you think. I did do a little bit of research last night, couldn't really find anything extra about it. So seems likely, because none of the locks along here have the original stonework in them anymore. Lock 17, I can see where the stonework was used elsewhere, but the other locks are gone, or even if they are there, the stonework is gone. I'm not sure about lock 20, but I don't think there's anything left of lock 20, the one I'm looking for here shortly. Couldn't see anything on the maps or anything for it. There's some huge carp in there. I'm not sure if you can see him on camera. He's kind of right down in there. There's another one here too somewhere. Alright, it's probably pretty hard to see though, but he's in there. So we are in the area where lock 20 would have been many years ago, but of course the canal once again would be up there, but that's all like fields and agriculture now. There's nothing left of it up there, even if we could walk up there. But up ahead is a little bridge, if you can see it on camera, but I think according to the old maps, maybe just past that is where lock 20 was. I'm curious to see what the stonework on this bridge is, because in the past, even yesterday, I saw some of the canal locks used for that purpose. So we'll see once we get up there. Doesn't look like it from here, and it's not like a main road bridge, it's just a bridge built by the farmers, I think, to get from one side to the other. Yeah, here's a little bit clearing. There's just past the bank, there's just a little bit of a dip right there. That's where the canal would be. But like you can see, that's all farmland. Watch where I'm walking. But yeah, so somewhere down there. Okay, so right up here is this bridge, but I don't see any. I thought we might see some of the canal stones in the abutments, but I don't see any. But yeah, but lock 20 was right around here somewhere. I think maybe just past this bridge up in there a little bit, but like I said, I don't have permission to be up there. So we'll just let that go. That's the way it is sometimes. Well, this is pretty deep here though. Try to walk along the edge. Yeah, no canal stones in here. There are some rather picturesque scenes here along the creek though, beneath the sycamore tree. Yeah, but there's our canal. A lot of old trucks, and it's usually more like a landfill right now, but right there's the canal going through there. Alright. Not too much further. Go to through this section. Making our way to Scharf Road. There is one obstacle though that I have to pass to get to the road. There's I think I mentioned there's ruins of another sawmill up here and a dam. I saw it yesterday when I was with Rick, but I'm hoping I can get past that. Okay, we'll see. All right. So up ahead is that obstacle I was talking about. I can see the bridge in the background, or Scharf Road. But below it, I see a dam. So I'll figure this out. There was a sawmill here. Yeah, this looks like kind of a reproduction of it up here, maybe, where the sawmill used to be. You can kind of see where the water would go up through there. Actually, the water, this would dam the water up. It would go up behind it. In there was a water wheel, and the water would come down through here. Well, we made it past. I kind of had to get up on shore here a little bit to get around it. All right, a neat spot. But we're gonna head under the road. Not the only one that come down here. See footprints. All right, so I'm up out of the creek now. I'm gonna get out of my waders. I'm gonna quick take another look at Lock 19. When I was with Rick, we found it, but I didn't take as much of a look as I would have liked to. So I'm gonna quick do that. Yeah, down in here is Lock 19. As you can see, there's none of the nice stonework is left, but you can clearly see the lock was here. There's some stonework on the edges here, but like I said, when I was here yesterday with Rick, I didn't actually come down in here. But here's Lock 19. What's left of it. With the mosquitoes. Alright. And then, of course, the canal would go on that way, but it's all filled in past this point. That's the direction we came from. Alright, but this is where yesterday's adventures pick up. When I started walking with Rick. We parked up here and walked back that way. And like I said, later on, I went on by my own without Rick to finish out that section. So, and you'll see Lock 19 again in that segment. All right, so onwards to yesterday's filming. Well, just met this deer along the road here. After I said farewell to you there a little bit earlier. Because down there's like the ditch for it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's definitely the canal, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the rocks are canal rock.
So this just might be Lock 19 down here, because you can see some of the stonework right up there. So I think this is what this is. Yeah, right here's some more. So cool. There's a little bit left of it. I'm pretty sure this is 19. The map showed it maybe being a little bit further up that way, but all right, cool. Lock 19, we'll say. All right. Keep following Rick here. Of course, we're on the towpath here. Over there's the creek. Alright, so we're walking in the canal now. The towpath trail is pretty overgrown up there. And just behind us was Lock 19. It's trash in here. Making a path. There's a view of the Topahawken. Yeah, right here is the canal again. He's right up on the towpath trail.
Now this seems like the canal, but I don't think so. Seems like this is the towpath. This is higher all the way up through.
Yeah, this looks like the towpath right here.
But up above here, it's way over. It's another one like this. So I don't know which one's right.
Now sometimes they had a ditch on the other side of the canal. Sometimes they put a ditch on the other side of the canal too.
Yeah, well that's probably what it is.
Yeah, so we're walking in the canal again. Of course, you got a picture back in the day, it would look a lot different than this.
That might be a hundred.
We found this too.
Huh?
I was talking to the camera.
Oh.
Looks like maybe an old well or something. Alright, so right about here is where me and Rick came out of the woods. Just up there is the Marion Rod and Gun Club. And right across the road, just over here, is Lock 18. As I mentioned, I saw this yesterday when I was here. Rick brought me back up here as well. Yeah, right in there. Lock 18. We got a little sign for it. Union Canal, Lock 18 East, Clop Mill. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the nice dressed stonework is gone. Some of the inner stonework is still here though. There we go, Lock 18. Goes on down through. Yeah, so Lock 18, the second lock we've seen today. This video is filmed out of order. I wasn't expecting to walk with Rick this morning. So that was a surprise. But it worked out because I don't think I would have seen Lock 19 if it wasn't for him. Because like I said, I might mention this earlier too, but he grew up in this area. He knows landowners and stuff, so I didn't have to wade to the creek through that section. Alright, so we'll keep on going this way. I'm not sure how far we'll get. I have to go back and film the beginning part of this section too. Hopefully we'll get that done today. Here's looking back at Lock 18. You can kind of see the curve of it. Alright, but yeah, all the nice stonework is gone though. Up here eventually we'll end up doing a stream walk. But for now, this is part of their property too. There's some more stonework. And right here is the end of the lock right here. Still some nice stonework. Like I said, this is just the inner stonework. Yes, I didn't really do a whole lot of filming in that last section. I walked with Rick, mostly listening to him tell stories of things he did in his childhood and stuff. All kinds of because he's lived here his whole life, so he knows all kind of history and stuff. Telling me about the one house up in Stoutsburg that has a jail cell in the basement. That was interesting. All right, I think we're starting to rain a little bit too, but that was expected. All right, so we switched to walking up on the towpath here. The canal is right down there, because it is so much different than looking for canal ruins in the wintertime or early spring when you don't have all this greenery and foliage up. Each season has its own set of challenges. All right, at this point I'm going to try make my way down to the creek. This section back here is just so overgrown, it's almost impenetrable. So, might be time to get back in the creek. I think we'll probably be in the creek earlier in this video when I film the other section, but all right, we gotta get across this. All right, made it to the creek. Just gonna get my waders on and then we'll get in there. A little bit easier walking, I think. All right, back in the creek, back into Tulpehocken. Yes, remember, even though we're in the creek, the canal at this point is running a little bit further away from the creek, but at times it comes much closer to the creek too. So we're still following the route. And my another reason being the creek at this point is that I don't have permission to be on the property after the gun club though either, so I don't have Rick with me either anymore. He seemed to know everybody in the area. Every time he stopped, met people, they all know who Rick is. And then a little bit past the next road crossing is where lock 17 was. Not sure if there's anything left of it. I couldn't really see anything on like the satellite images. But we'll see. Lots of trout in here too. Nice sized ones. Like being in the jungle. You know, I see a critter way up there, I think. I'll try to zoom in on that. There is a great blue heron way out there with a blackbird. I'm zoomed like way into the max. He sees me though. Earlier I saw something swimming around down here, but I think it's gone. There are some big fish in here though. I think I'll be able to get any on camera. They were just... Pretty sure some of them are trout. Big ones though. I can't see anymore. Definitely enjoying walking in here more than through all that thick brush. Like I said, there's no locks in this section, so we'll just stick to the creek. Of course, no journey is complete without the creepy hut off in the distance. And you gotta watch out for the poison ivy. Although I don't really get poison ivy that bad, we'll still keep a wide berth. Alright, I see another bridge up ahead, so we're coming up to another road crossing. I believe this is this Hickory Road, I believe? I know just off on the bank here are some pretty awesome ruins that I filmed in the past. I don't know if we can make them out through there, but there's the remains of an old church from 1743 back in there. I think I can kind of see it through the trees there a little bit. Pretty awesome section. Yeah, I can kind of see some stonework in there a little bit, maybe. Yeah, there's a little stonework back there. I think as we turn the corner here, you get a better view of that old building I'm talking about. Yeah, right there it is. Yeah, check that out. Oh, sinking in the mud here. That's beautiful. I know some people say it's an old mill, but that is the old church. 1743. There's a newer church out up front from it though. That is beautiful. But I also see something of interest on the bridge up here. Looks like they used some of the canal blocks for part of the bridge, like we've seen in other places. Yeah, up there on that bridge, those definitely look like blocks from the Union Canal. I'm gonna think from lock 17, I'm gonna say, for sure. Alright, so we're up past that bridge now, and lock 17 was up this way. There's gonna be a bend in the creek up here. But this is all farmland right now. I can see a barn up there and stuff, so the canal would have gone through up through here, but this section's completely obliterated. But we'll see what's up here. This is the last section we're gonna do for this video. I still have another section to do, the very beginning part of this section, which I'll post on to the beginning of this video. Like I said, it's a bit out of order today. Yeah, so I think lock 17 was around here somewhere. Maybe just up in there. If I'm at the right bend in the creek. Like I said, I don't think there's any chance. I don't have permission to be up there. I don't think there's any chance of really anything being left, especially looking at those blocks that were on the bridge there. I'm guessing those came from lock 17, which is around here somewhere. Got a beautiful rocky section here. I do see some ducks way up there. Where are you? There they are. A mallard. There's his wife. Yeah. And we are most likely in Lebanon County now. If not at the moment, shortly we'll be in Lebanon County. So as of this video, we're done with Berks County. Getting things done. So I wish I could get some of these fish on film for you. There are some huge trout in here. I think I saw one. It's a rainbow trout. They stock trout in here. Rainbow trout are not native, but look like a rainbow trout. The huge ones. Alright, now there's none, obviously. As soon as you turn the camera on, there's none here. Alright. There's one just up. Oh, you probably can't see it because of the glare. But there's one just up in there. Oh, over a foot long, easily. Alright. Probably not going to show up on camera anyway. It's cool seeing them. I don't think. Oh, there he goes. You see him going off through the water, shooting up through the water there. Okay. Bye, buddy. We'll see. I'll have to wait till I get home to see if that shows up. I think it's cool to see them. I don't think they're too thrilled about seeing me here. Oh, there went another one. Okay, there is a bald eagle right there. You see the white on its tail a little bit? Awesome. There he goes. Cool. He's swinging back again, it looks like. There he is again. Oh, yeah, that's the noise they make. He's kind of hovering over me. Cool. Wonder if they have a nest nearby here. Right, but of course the remains of our canal are just up in here through all this brush, but it's cow pasture right now. And I think I see our next bridge. Last bridge of this section. Alright, so as you can see, I am out of the water. Just a little bit easier walking here on the road. But yeah, our canal would be right over in that pasture area. There's just really nothing there anymore. All right, the road I need is right up here, or so I'm making my way back to where I parked. Yeah, I found a nice little bench right there along the stream, a nice little mowed spot, so it seemed like a nice spot to get out on my waders and finish just out the road walk. And just up here is the bridge, the old stone bridge. If we had stayed in the creek, we'd come out to, but we'll get a view of it up here. But just over there above the tree line, there's a church steeple. That's the Tulpehocken Trinity Church. I have some Zeller ancestors buried in that church graveyard. We filmed there before years ago. Actually, there's a plaque in there dedicated to the Zeller family. So just a little bit more family history in our Union Canal series. All right, I'll see you up at the bridge. And here's where the creek comes up to meet the old bridge, because they have some nasty signs down there. All right, apparently they don't really want you down there at all. So maybe it's good we got out when we did. Yeah, and on this side of the creek is where the canal would be. They have no trespassing signs everywhere here. It's right in here. I think the towpath trail's right there. So, all right, yeah, they got no trespassing signs everywhere. All right, but we will get to that section another day. I think that the Limestone Springs Fishing Preserve is back that way, so I think Lock 16 is down that way too. It's in pretty good condition, so that's one of the places I'm gonna stop in and ask permission sometime later, maybe a little bit later this week. All right, but that'll be it for this video then. It's not it for me today. As you know, I have to go back. I gotta do a road walk back to Jeep, park in another spot, and do the beginning section for this video. But that'll be it for this video. All right, as always, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.